I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy Apollo. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Apollo's own DJ Jess, and welcome to another episode of Grown Man Tuesdays. That's right, Grown Man Tuesdays. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we hope you guys are safe out there. The weather is ugly here on the East Coast. It's actually crazy weather all across the country. So whether you're in Dallas, you're right here, like I said, with us on the East Coast, whether you're on the West Coast, Colorado's getting hit heavy. We are here, and we hope that you are where you are safely. Happy Tuesday, because I can't say that happy NY word anymore because the crew got on me about that. We got another great episode for you. As you see, we opened up with a tribute to the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King. And it is so fitting that we are able to do that. It's fitting that we're able to do this show because he has spearheaded so many movements and so many marches, and he is the reason that we are afforded so many different great things and opportunities. So once again, not only salute to Dr. Martin Luther King, but happy birthday, because yesterday was his birthday as well. And I know he's looking down on us. He's not 100% happy, but he's happy that a lot of folks are continuing to, keep his name and his cause alive. I don't do this show by myself. I got my crew in here, and normally it's Drizzy Dre sitting to my right, but Drizzy actually lives up in PA, and the weather up there is not good, and he's been trying to shovel himself out all day, but I know he's tuned in and he wants to be here. So kudos to Drizzy Dre.
Dre gonna get you, man. You can't tell. You told Dre, told the people where Dre live, man. Snitching.
I'm not snitching.
Again.
Dre tell people where he live. Okay.
Dre would have looked at you like this.
Dry snitch.
Yeah, Sugar would have got you. You looked at it. But go ahead, play it.
Drizzy, I'm sorry I told people you live in PA. Okay?
Damn, you just did it twice.
Dry snitch.
Right? If you didn't catch it the first time.
Yeah, I put it back out there. But filling in for him is our regular fill-in now because he brings a lot to the table and we sure appreciate him. He's like a brother-in-law to me, but he's so much younger. old man. Let's give it up for none other than.
You got it, folks. We ain't going with the government name this time. Just L for short. We're gonna leave it there.
The L.
The
Oh,
L.
you can tell he feeling it.
We're gonna leave it right here on the cup.
I-
It is just like it said.
I'm going L Boogie. L
L
Boogie.
That'll work
L
too.
Boogie. Yeah,
What's up, L Boogie? How you doing, man?
That's my new
Yo,
idea.
before I get to these cats over here, we were talking prior to the show, and we were talking about how when people talk about Dr. Martin Luther King, they drop the doctor.
Right.
Yeah, they dropped more than a doctor. They just call him Martin now, and they get too familiar. You know, they whitewash his name like and like we was discussing earlier. It's almost like they calling him boy.
Right.
Yeah.
The other
You know?
colored folks say that.
Yeah, and they don't put the respect on his full name, which also diminishes a full achievements. And you know, when you say that, it loses its impact of who he is, what he did,
Yeah.
how we should remember him. And it's just a disservice because I remember I was watching, I don't know, Good Morning America or something, like one of them shows, and I heard them call him Martin like he was their best friend.
Right.
And I'm like, whoa, come on now, like we don't do that.
Word.
But they still call the dude who's a full blown traitor to the country, former President Trump.
Right.
You know, but they call our heroes, the guys we look up to, by their first name or whatever, and they don't pay them their full respect. And as I said earlier, it's also give it a personal spin on it. It's the same as when I go into a new venue and somebody who doesn't know me wants to change my name. You know, like my first name is Leonard. They call me Leo or Leon, anything but what my name is.
Yeah.
And you gotta almost forcefully yell at them like, yo, that's not what my mother called me. She named me this. This is how you gonna respect me.
Especially out the gate from the door.
Yeah,
That's
but people
it.
get too familiar, and the thing is, I take offense to it because if my last name ended in Schwartz or Patel or something like that, they'll call me Mr. This and Mr. That.
Right.
But when they see you as a black man, they'll say, "Oh, well, you know, what's up, Holmes?" or something like that. And they're taking away your everything that you've achieved at this point in your life.
Yeah.
So,
No, point
You're right.
taken. Point taken.
yeah.
Thank
I
you
like
for
that.
opening up
That
with
is-
that commentary.
that is right.
Much appreciated.
I agree with you, L Boogie.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I could call you L Boogie, though, right? Was it too early?
Nah,
I mean,
you come on now.
we family.
Yeah,
Know what I
exactly.
mean? Yeah. Know what I mean?
I was gonna say you heard more. You heard her call me a lot worse than that.
That is hilarious.
Nah, but for real, you got to stand on business. Like, put some respect on his name.
Yeah,
And he should. As he should. He's a grown ass man. Make him respect your name.
Yeah, that's right.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to introduce the crew on the show, let's give it up for my far left, my brother from another mother, none other than
You see it. You see it. Share the show. Share the show.
Mr. Share the Show.
Mr. Share the Show.
And them roads are a mess.
They are. That's why I said I'm hoping everybody.
I mean, like after
there.
11 o'clock tonight, everything gonna be ice.
Oh, you should be. If you ain't got to be out there, folks.
Don't go.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was Jesus saying yes. He said yes twice.
Somebody calling in?
No,
Yeah,
that's
nah.
no call.
Okay.
Let me just mute this part right here.
I gotta talk to y'all about the ice too.
So Mo,
I'm
you said you came down from Elizabeth area.
From Elizabeth to
Yeah.
here, yeah.
And
Just
so
dropping
you-
everybody.
Once I got on 22, it was cool. But
Okay.
getting off 22 in Union is bad.
Yeah.
Well, we glad you made it safely.
Yeah, that's
All right,
right.
that's the key point. I hope everybody else is staying safe out there. Wherever you at. If Jersey is
You got
PA.
on a wire or something. The hell is going? You the feds, man. You
Yeah,
telling
listen.
everybody where everybody.
I'm just gonna say this. Let's be glad it wasn't a real bad snowstorm, because right now, how we parked outside,
Oh,
Yeah.
yo,
it's
they'll be
live
fighting
out.
right
Yeah,
now.
we fighting
Yo,
right
they
now.
fighting.
Exactly.
I'm glad we ain't in Elizabeth. What? No, I used to move chairs. They put
Yeah,
the whole
The whole
chair-
living room set out
Bruh.
there.
Move it.
Bruh.
But you gotta be ready.
crazy.
Yeah,
Gotta be ready to fight.
because right now, if we pulled up and somebody spent an hour or 2 hours digging out, and we park right there, we don't live here. Should we
The
come
last big storm we came, I had to get something from Jess. I said, you got to come out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not lying.
One of the last times I told him I'm walking. I'll be there.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's gonna take me, man. I'm walking. I know there ain't no parking out there. Yeah.
Hilarious, yo. But let's introduce to my right here.
I'm
To my
on your left.
You're on my left. I apologize, everybody.
The other
I
right,
apologize.
the other
Yeah,
right.
left.
Yeah, his juice. Look,
My
you
second
on for that?
born
it forms the L. They taught me.
Talk to him. My second one.
Mike Larry.
Now,
Mike Larry.
Mike Larry.
And now we talking about ice. I'm glad you said that, man. I'm taking you to court, brother.
Uh-oh.
I bust my ass in that backyard.
Yeah, that's the
Today?
Studio, no,
Yeah,
let me
you
tell you
didn't
something.
salt
We
properly.
did the studio. We
No.
did the steps leading down to the studio.
No, I fell, brother. I fell, and you the owner of the studio. So I'm taking you to
Okay.
court. And guess what? I'm gonna split it with you, Mama Tisha.
Okay.
Yeah, we're taking them down. Go ahead.
Say your goodbyes.
Oh,
Anyway, one of the things, man, I want to commend you on, man, is we've been touching on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
and you know, all that he has done for us and opened up doors for us. And your son, which I posted, did an amazing speech, which he presented today, if I'm not correct.
Yeah,
right?
he did a play today in class. He played Martin Luther King.
And
All right.
he did the speech, and it was
Let's
an
give him
honor.
up for him.
Yeah, give it up for him.
Fact.
Dr. King.
Yes, and
Give it
well,
up for my wife too, because she was the one who was really on him, making sure he.
well, your wife did a great
yeah,
job.
she made it
And
fun.
we actually got a clip of that, and we're gonna play a clip of him rehearsing his speech. Ladies and gentlemen, my grandson Chasen, one of my amazing grandsons, but he's doing one of Dr. King's most powerful speeches, and we want you guys to take a look to show you that, you know,
His
we're
dream.
not letting his name
Yeah, no, in vain.
fade away. He's living through the new and the next generation,
Yeah.
at least in my household.
Absolutely.
Let's play that clip.
I have a dream
that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
I have a dream
That one day my 4 little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
I have a dream
That one day, right here in Alabama, little black boys and little black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and little white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today.
But I don't think Facebook is playing.
Let me
It's
see.
on.
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
You sure Facebook ain't throttling you? Because you know they want you to pay for your content.
Concept, right. That's their big thing now. They want
Yeah.
you to boost everything.
Hey, they heard the speech. They said amazing. Let's clap it up for the
Let's
boy.
give it up. Let's give it up for the young
Round of
man.
applause.
Yes.
Yeah. You do got you that I like that you posted that also, bro. I appreciate you spreading the word. You forgot to tag one of us though.
I did.
Yeah, in the future. Just tag one of us, you know? We all
It's not too late to tag you. Calm your butt down, bro.
Yeah.
We know it's your child,
all right, yeah. All
and you're
right.
doing amazing things.
Just tag a brother, man.
I got you.
All right. You be tagging me to other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll put you in there.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
tagged me. Yeah, you tagged me
I
and
don't want
stuff.
y'all to be left out.
Wait, he tagged me in what I don't want to be tagged in,
Mhm.
right? But then he won't tag me in the amazing stuff. I see you, man.
Your son is amazing. Okay.
Thank you. How about me?
You amazing too,
You
man.
have
No,
to be.
okay. How about me, Dad?
You are amazing, son.
Oh. I knew that day was coming.
But your son ain't nothing like you. When you was younger, brother, you was 1,000, not 100.
Yeah,
1,000.
yeah.
Thank you, Mo.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say I was bad.
I didn't say
No,
you was
nobody
bad.
said you
You
was-
was
telling on yourself.
I was busy.
Yes, very.
Yeah.
That's the word I used for myself when I was young. Busy.
I'm gonna
that's
take
a-
it back 2 episodes. You snitched on yourself and said you was bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right. I was busy. But know what I mean, to each his own. You get it from somewhere.
Yeah.
And
That's
he got
like-
it from somewhere.
When my oldest son was younger, I used to take him to the bowling alley with me.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to bowl. Daddy!
Yeah.
I want some French fries.
Let me tell you something. I tortured my dad so bad at the bowling alley. My oldest son is 11. He still ain't come bowling with me yet.
Wow.
He's
No.
expecting it.
Because you're going to get it.
I know it. Give me $1. Give me $1. Give me $1. Give me $1. I want this.
I ain't
want
never
that.
seen kids run. You want to see kids run for some money?
Yeah.
Take them with
To-
you somewhere.
Yes,
You're trying
sir.
to get them out of your hair while you do what you do.
Mhm.
You just keep passing off this money, okay?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you got a $20, $30. They can run through a $20 bill like it's like $5.
Or you just see him circling around like, he don't spend that money. What the hell's
But
going on?
how come y'all look at me like I was bad? And when I tell you
We never said
when-
you were
when I-
bad.
when I tell you your grandson bad, you don't say he bad. Like you saw.
Grandparents, when you're a grandparent, it's different.
He the same thing as me.
Nah.
Negative.
He's worse. I know.
You gotta die.
He be doing a lot.
Nah, you would know what it is.
Everybody's on YouTube right now because Facebook is not cooperating. I was wondering about that. I mean to cut you off, but we're having some Facebook issues right now.
Yeah, they doing it.
I got a feeling once we mentioned Dr. Martin Luther King,
That was it.
I saw the numbers just like trickle down. It was like amazing.
They probably tagged the video and said it was
I swear to
unlicensed.
God, it's like as soon as I don't know if it was a speech,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well, you think we should pause the button and then re-pause the button?
Nah.
Unpause.
No, we're just going to roll over.
But that's what they do though.
Yeah.
Nah. But yeah, y'all soft as grandparents, man.
Nah, man, you got to understand when and this is no jokes, nothing. When you a grandparent, you are a different person than when you were raising your kids.
And that's messed up.
Hey, it's the way it go.
Cause I want that guy.
Nah.
I want French fries every Wednesday. I want to have ice cream. I want to just be able to say, "Can I have it?" And you look at me and go,
So
yeah.
everyone that's on, if you're on Facebook and it's going bad, go to YouTube.
Yeah. I got the Leonard. I got the version because I said so.
Yeah, bro.
I need an explanation. I don't gotta give you nothing. It's because I said so.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, there's a thing going around a video on social media where it says, "I'm a black mom. Of course, I don't blah 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 blah." Right? That's what I grew up with.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
exactly.
my mother's a great grandmother, and she's the most gentlest, praying, doing everything calm. Let's talk it
You
out.
looking at her like,
and I'm like,
really
hold on, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at her like I'm like, we'll discuss things. I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean you giving them an option of what they want to do and what they want to eat and everything else? I said, I remember being told I ain't getting up from the table. And I'm gonna be polite. I ain't getting up from the table unless I finish what I'm
You
eating.
ain't know what a thigh or a breast was until you got in high school.
Yep.
Chicken leg or chicken wing. That's it.
It was daddy's.
That is hilarious, yo.
It was dad. Yeah, man. I'll be looking like, who is this person?
Yep.
Man? This is somebody totally different.
Yeah, man. I just love being a grandpa, papa, yo. It's nothing like it, yeah.
And my kids have
Because if you tell me,
sets of
if you tell me not to give them something, it's going down.
Bruh,
They getting everything.
Honestly, I miss the fact that we ain't got Toys R Us no more.
Oh, yeah.
Because my grandkids will be spoiled right now. I'll be over there right now. What you want?
Grandpa want a bike. I send 2 to the house.
Yep.
Grandpa want this. I send 3 to the house.
You know.
And then mom.
Yep.
Grandpa Morris, you gotta stop sending it. Shut it up. I'm gonna keep sending it.
There you go.
See, I like stuff like that. I just don't. The part that I don't like, my pet peeve is when you send something and I ain't got nowhere to put it.
Hey, that ain't my problem.
That ain't my
That's
ain't
it.
my problem.
All we do is
Keep
go.
it at your crib. When they come over, they can play with it.
Nah.
You send it over here, and my house already looked like we hoarders or something. And now I gotta add this nice little pool table somewhere. You know what I mean? They gotta go behind this couch over here somewhere, and it's just.
Listen, I got a whole trampoline sitting in my front yard right now for my grandkids.
See?
You know,
I love it.
Hey, man, ain't nothing like, I'm telling you, man, you years away from that, but being a grandparent is nothing.
It's better now.
But that's why I told my son, he's in Hawaii. I said, you lucky you're not close to me. I said, I have every damn thing in this yard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I know they ain't gonna come back home with you. Once they come here, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep telling them that. I said, I'm gonna get the oldest one. I'm gonna get Kalani. I know I'm gonna get her. I ain't even worried about it.
It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
Just a matter of time.
time.
She gonna call him, Dad ain't coming home. Got him.
Yeah, let's move on because our time is moving as it's always does. Quick recap of the football scores, yo. Dallas
Trash.
Cowboys
Basura.
smashed
Basura.
Trash.
was at home by the Green Bay Packers. Ridiculous. All the Cowboy fans out there are
Suicide watch.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Philadelphia Eagles
trash.
went down to Tampa Bay and didn't even show up. They just took a trip
yeah.
so they could go down there. That was all they did. They showed up.
A suntan and an ass whooping.
Miami Dolphins.
That was the thing, though. No, but the Dolphins lost first.
Right.
And then when the when the Cowboys and the Eagles lost, it was like, damn, I didn't think nobody could lose as bad as the Dolphins. I'm like, yeah, we lose together. The same,
Exactly.
everybody just trash.
We lost, but we didn't get beat down. Okay, we were never. We were a player two.
Yeah, we were.
away from being
Our game might
okay?
have been better than those other two games.
The
It just had to
Cowboys
flip
never-
though, and it didn't flip.
Exactly. The Cowboys never scored in the first half in their own home.
Yeah.
Okay, which was crazy.
And you could just see the look on the coach's face, like
The whole
"What the fuck are
team."
these motherfuckers doing?
And the thing about it, you can't put that on Zach.
You
The
can't.
defense
Nah.
was horrible.
Horrible.
Yep. And they down in Philly, and they're speechless down in Philly. Like,
Did they start a riot?
Nah, it was too cold. They were glad it snowed today.
They was like, thank God.
Glad the weather was ugly today.
Yeah, Mother Nature knew what she was
East
doing.
side was gonna get it. That's too cold. We gonna stay in the house.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, what makes it even worse is the entire NFC East is out of the playoffs.
out.
Entire NFC East.
Kudos to the Detroit Lions. They look really good. They
Yeah.
squeaked out. LA was tough, but the Lions, I'm kind of rooting for the Lions.
Me too. That's why I said it's
The
gonna be an
Lions-
underdog
the
team.
Lions-
It's gonna be an underdog
The
team. I'm
Lions-
telling
Yeah,
you.
man.
bro.
Lions of Green Bay.
We got to go back
I don't know.
We got to go back mad episodes ago when I was talking about the Lions.
You
early
did.
in the
Yeah, you
season,
did.
bro.
You did.
Cause they running back ain't no joke,
Oh, man.
and the receivers,
Bro, St. Vincent,
yeah,
that's
No,
my guy.
But they got a line.
they got a
also.
line, something
yeah,
right.
Yeah, they
Their
can
line
protect.
is dogs.
They got a great line to protect golf. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's good.
And you see how he just stand back there. He don't even run around. He just stand back
no,
there.
he stays in the pocket. He's a pocket quarterback, man.
Yeah, he's like, protect the perimeter.
like
No,
a chess,
yeah.
like a chess game.
Yeah. Don't retreat. He's just here.
No,
Yep, you got it. Yep.
1,000%
Yeah.
right. 1,000% right. Let's move on to our topics of the night, guys. Man, we got some great topics of the night. One of the things I want to get to talk about is Jonathan Major did an interview with on ABC. I got to sneeze, so y'all got to excuse me.
Golly, right next to me. Hold it.
Bless you.
Hey. Right? Wet
thank you.
chest. You just wet all your taco meat. All your taco meat is moist now. You just put mad mild salt.
Jerry curl on the chest.
Oh,
Jerry
man.
curl.
So glow.
Just let yourself. Hey, yo, what's up, Curly? What you been saying?
Wet Willie.
Come on, Curly Sue. My man, you could have did the elbow. That shit. You heard how juicy that was? What? That's the whole Thanksgiving menu. The beans, tomatoes, chicken. You know.
Trust and believe, this is the last time I ever sneezed on this show.
Hey, yo.
Get this
In my
guy some
shirt,
paper
everything
towel.
will be upside
Yeah.
down.
Get him a mop. He said rocket time. Did you hear it? Hey, yo, what you was saying, though? Don't sneeze no more, man.
I'm gonna sneeze on you.
No.
I was saying, watched the interview with Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
He did it with ABC, and of course, he was found guilty on 2 counts, 3rd-degree assault, and reckless something.
Misdemeanor.
Yeah, they all misdemeanors.
Yeah, the misdemeanor, reckless 3rd-degree assault.
Yeah.
Reckless endangerment or something like that.
Yeah.
But the crazy part about that is, man, like he said, and I agree, he's running away from her. Okay.
Mhm.
How could they say OJ ain't do it, but he did it? That's the hard part.
Real quick, real simple.
Yo,
Real-
that's the hard part. Like,
Mhm.
even when you look at the footage, he looked like Forrest. What you ever see?
Yeah, but
Run, Forrest.
see,
Forrest guy. I'm about to say Forrest Whitaker, not the eye, not that one.
see,
the other Forrest.
OJ's wife died. She didn't get a chance to testify.
Yeah,
That's
and
different.
when she asked, like, "Yo, you did that to her finger and behind her ear," he looked like, "No."
But you also got, I mean, if we're gonna be serious about it,
Yeah,
they also didn't even let the people even
But
testify
there
on
was
his
certain
behalf.
evidence that they
Mhm.
couldn't even present.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't let
Yeah.
him testify on his behalf. And Alvin Bragg, that bootlicking Negro,
yeah.
But see, they just trying to make all the blacks that's like in the
Prominent.
highs up, make everybody look bad right now. They just going after everybody.
but
You
also
know
in New
what?
York, but you also remember in New York, they did the same. Anybody who's high profile, black celebrity, bail, like they did with Plaxico. He shot himself. He ain't hurt
Right.
nobody. Technically, he
Yeah.
shouldn't have gone to
To
jail,
jail,
but
right.
they sent his ass to
To
jail,
jail,
like
yeah.
like a slave.
But real quick, in that interview when I watched it, they said he said if you reverse the situation and you have a black male chasing a white female,
Right.
the black male would be shot.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
Nobody even paid attention to that.
When you look at a black male, and let's see how everybody's brain works. When you look at a black male running from a white lady, you know how many people brain think, oh, he might have took something from that lady, and he running away.
Yeah,
that shit irks me, bro.
Right, but that's everybody's mindset, though.
Yeah.
Yo, no, you're right. That's everybody's
It's so
mindset.
messed up, bro.
But the law is so crazy.
Like
I saw this clip. They were chasing a stolen car. The stolen car got away from the cops. The cops ran into this little black kid and hit him. They charged a dude the stolen car that hit the kid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also look at it like this way.
You see it on camera. The cops run right into the kid.
But you also got people who are actually black folks who are actually calling 911 and calling the police for help, and the police is showing up and shooting the person who called them.
Yeah.
You know, and letting other people
boy
go.
did that. He called because his mom was getting beat up or something.
Right.
And they wound up shooting the little boy,
like
11 years old.
Yep.
Cops a mess.
Let me tell you something, brother. You need to switch the narrative. Me, I love my wife to death. She act the hell up, I'm calling the cops. You going to jail now.
Listen.
I'm standing on business. I ain't going through. It ain't gonna be no reverse the narrative because I know how quick I'm. As soon as the cops get there, my name in the system. Now I gotta pay child support by next month, and I ain't even did shit. Hold up.
I don't know where you're going with this, but okay.
I mean? She done popped me in my shit because I ain't walk away or something, and now I get in trouble for it, man. Especially with being a black man and with a white female.
And
then he caught the lashback of saying that to a white female. Oh, I'm a man of empowerment. I'm moving my culture, my country. I stand with this and that, and I need you to be strong. You need to move like Coretta or whatever.
But that's always been a touchy subject.
How did y'all feel about that in particular?
That's what I was going to say.
He picked the wrong one. I don't think that was.
I threw a flag on the play.
Yeah.
I threw a flag. I definitely threw a flag.
But my thing is
not a fag. My bad.
No, my thing is black. Just saying, black celebrities, black successful men gotta stop choosing white women to be that trophy, whatever.
I mean, if you want to go over there and date them and smash them and hang out with them, that's all up to you.
Get in and get out.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly.
Now I won't even say that. I look at it like this. If you look historically, all it takes is for a white woman to accuse you of touching her. You ain't even got, like, there was a case, I remember a few years back, there was a white woman who dreamt her neighbor raped her. He didn't touch her. Yeah. She dreamt that he raped her, and they took it to trial. Yeah. Wow. Now that's crazy. Now, the man was at work. They got proof, everything that way he was someplace else. But
they got him in court.
You got him in court.
But that's the thing. When they accuse you as a black man, if you're accused by a white woman as a black man, okay, you're guilty before you even go trial and error.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
They will take her word over yours in a heartbeat.
As
you say,
that's just like the Democrats and the Republicans. There was a black lady on Capitol Hill. I saw her little thing today. She was saying it's so crazy that the Republicans just going along with everything because they said they got all this evidence on Trump, but ain't none of them jokers saying nothing. They just pushed him right through.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, we got stuff that's on paper that can stop him tomorrow. And y'all still want him to be the president. She said, this makes no sense. And not one of those Republicans said a word.
But the thing that when they say that, the thing that they keep remembering is the Republican Party is united in power.
Yeah.
And that's what she said. And that's what she said. And she said, half of those guys are falling off because they're in just as much trouble as Trump is.
Right. And the thing is, going back to just being a black male messing with a white woman. I mean, everybody remember, well, I'm gonna say everybody, but what was it in the 90s? The movie Rosewood. That one, at the end of the movie, the whole thing was set because a white woman lied on a black man when she was whoring.
She
and
said
everything
what
else.
she said, right.
Right. Now, to me, I don't know about nobody else, but to me, that resonated severely with me.
Yeah.
And I remember watching, and the thing is, I also remember watching that movie and getting pissed off with that part. But a lot of people don't remember when that movie came out. The movie house that put it out, they offer white viewers their money back if they got mad, upset. They felt that they was upset with the movie. They gave them their money back. Where the hell do you do that at?
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't never seen nothing like
That's
that.
the movie with Vin Rames, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I remember being younger, and I was like, "Yo, black people are superheroes." Because when they went to go hang him,
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Yo, I ain't never seen somebody do something like that. Like they couldn't even kill this Joker."
Well, you know, his character was designed to be a superhero. It wasn't a real person.
That person, right?
That's
Right,
crazy, bro. That's crazy. So,
Taylor, you're right.
real quick with that being said, right now, do you think 11 and 8 with my kids, Rosewood is an appropriate movie to watch?
I say yes, but you have to sit there. You have to explain
Watch
the
it
history.
with them so you
Right.
can break it down as
Yeah.
it goes along. You need to narrate the movie
Right.
as you're going along.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, like, and I did this during COVID. Like, I was able to trace back my family's history back to 1796 on my grandfather's side.
Wow.
My grandfather's great grandfather was listed as a they were free people of color. So if you look at the documentation in North Carolina, they're listed as mulatto free people of color, which basically means that they were children of the slave master. And because that whole mulatto means they were mixed.
Yeah.
And that when you look at that and you see free people of color, that they were free 65 years before slavery ended.
Right.
That means that gives you a connection to the country in a manner that you didn't have before.
Yeah.
So when you say 7 and 8, you got to explain, 11 and 8, you got to explain and narrate the history and show them how their family connects to this, because a lot of us go through life and all we told is black, African-American, black, and not the history books are racist, the TV shows are racist, even our own music is erasing us. Because if you and I know Jess and know, but remember, hip hop started off. It was powerful, it was positive. And like all the music in the 90s had a message, it was doing something.
Right. Hip hop started off, they wasn't cursing, right?
Nah.
Yeah, because they wanted radio play.
They wanted radio
play.
play.
There wasn't a lot of underground hip hop. They wanted radio play. So they made it because they already didn't want to play us. So imagine adding the word B, and things of that nature. And they knew they wasn't getting away with play. So they tried to make radio friendly music so people would enjoy it and not feel threatened, because one of the things you would feel back then is being threatened with the music. If it was today's back then.
Sidebar, that's why Karis One said what he said. He said, I would never go to that show.
Yeah, we talked about that.
He said, that's like throwing a brick. I'm not doing that. He said, that's not me. He said, that's not hip hop to me.
You're right. But I want to bring
the
first record label was
black owned.
Yeah, hip hop started black owned.
Yes.
Imagine if we kept it.
Exactly.
All these years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to about the positive message that about telling our history. Remember, Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet, African Bambaataa, X-Clan,
all them guys.
Everybody, in the 90s, there's a huge movement, Arrested Development. Even that right there, that title alone, you know what Arrested Development means. They had a purpose in their music and how they represented. Everybody was going around red, black, and green. Everybody wasn't against each other. Everybody was wearing the fist. That black empowerment movement. That's what hip hop was.
That was some great unity back then.
Right. Yeah. That's the era of a Tribe Called Quest too.
Yes. Jungle Brothers and all of them. Yeah. Right. But the thing is then that money came into it, and now you heard Pete Rock recently say we messed up hip hop because we started chasing the money instead of maintaining our integrity. Exactly. So when I'm saying, going back again, bringing this back full circle, we talk with the kids. You got to tell them, the biggest deception that is placed upon us as a people is that we are constantly told that we do not count. We're not represented. Right. And the way they do that is they hide you from your own history by putting other people in those places that you would be. Like they tell you the greatest rapper is a white dude.
Yeah. How?
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. How can the greatest rapper of hip hop is a white guy?
That shows you how they want to come in,
controversial,
take over what we created, and control what we created. Okay.
Look at jazz. Matter of fact, look at jazz. When you think of jazz, you think of all the great jazz players. But in the 90s, who did they put up there as the greatest, the biggest jazz player? What's his name? Kenny G.
Kenny G. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you look at that.
I remember that. And the first thing Kenny G say out of his mouth, he say all black names, and they looking at him like, You understand what I'm saying?
Rock and
Not
roll,
only to say
rock and roll,
Same
Elvis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine was with basketball. They tried to say it was a White Iverson. I'm like, how the hell? Why? If it's one
But the funny
Allen
part is,
Iverson, why does it have to be a White Iverson?
Right.
but the
Why,
funny thing
you know?
is, I like how you say that. But the other thing is, when the kid came out and they used to call him Vanilla Chocolate, the kid used to play with the kid.
White chocolate.
You mean white chocolate?
Vanilla chocolate.
Vanilla chocolate.
That's the stripper.
Where you been, Jess?
Where you was at?
You know?
Vanilla chocolate.
His name is Jason Williams.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
I believe in his job, yo.
Jason Williams. Vanilla chocolate, everybody.
It's been a minute.
No. But you're right. Yeah, why he got to be white chocolate?
Why you gotta be white
'cause
chocolate?
he's
You
a white
playing like
boy
a black guy?
who play like a black guy?
Right.
Hold on. Yeah, I get it. You're right.
You know?
Yeah, but if you look at it now, even like we're going back to the NFL, their greatest quarterbacks played like black athletes.
Yeah.
You know, but black athletes coming into the league playing like we play
Right.
get told that they're not. Look, Michael Vick had he been allowed to play like he was going to play, Michael Vick would have by himself won Atlanta at least 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna say by himself, but you know what I mean.
I think Kaepernick would have did something too.
Oh yeah.
No, but it was the I forgot what Super Bowl it was. The first time 2 African American quarterbacks faced off against.
No, you
each
mean
other.
coaches.
No, quarterbacks.
Quarterback. It was Doug
Warren
Williams
and somebody else. Warren, wasn't it?
Warren Moon and
Warren
Doug
Moon
Williams.
and Doug Williams.
Oh, okay. That was what,
Who was?
86,
Warren
wasn't
Moon was never in a Super Bowl.
No, not
So-
Warren Moon. It
And
was
Doug Williams
Doug-
went against Denver.
it
That was
was
John Elway.
Was it coaches then?
It was
No.
it? It was coaches.
No,
yeah.
it was 2 black quarterbacks for the first time.
All right.
That was like 2 years ago.
No,
That was like-
no,
It wasn't
later than that.
the Chiefs versus the Eagles, right? No, right?
No.
Because I remember the coaches. It was it was Indianapolis and it was Lovie Smith and it was
So
what should it go from?
Lovie Smith was Chicago.
So
right,
look,
but it was from Indianapolis as well. Yeah, Lovie
Tony
Smith,
Dungy.
Tony Dungy.
Tony
Yeah,
Dungy, right? It was Lovie Smith
So,
and Tony
Tony
Dungy.
Dungy.
I say that to say this. The announcer said, "Oh, the first time that these two,
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts.
yeah. As I said, a couple years
A
ago.
couple years ago.
That's what it was." And the announcer said, "Oh, and of course we're here for the Super Bowl. First time 2 African American quarterbacks are facing off against each other in the Super Bowl, and of course it's on Abraham Lincoln's birthday or some shit."
Yeah,
like that. But he said some. It was like
dumb
the
shit,
day,
right.
like what you just said that.
Yep.
Because the dude sitting next to him just turned and looked
Yeah,
at him.
he looked like, wait,
Yep.
what? You just said
You gonna
that?
sit
Yeah.
there for real?
Abe Lincoln out of everybody?
Yep.
Dang, man.
But that's the shit that they do.
Yeah.
But
And they don't think anything
And they
wrong
think
with
it did anything
No.
wrong.
No, it rolled right off the tongue. No, it was natural.
But I'm gonna add something else to it, and I'm gonna take this way out to the left field. I'm gonna say it right. You know, I think we also do ourselves a big disservice when we allow comedians or people who are to talk about something serious and make a joke of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because people will listen to that joke as if it's the fact, as opposed to
yeah,
looking at the
Exactly.
actual history.
yep.
And I'll say, like I remember Chris Rock. You know, when Chris Rock ran with what was the joke? There's a difference between black people and niggas. That was his thing.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, you see a whole lot of black people, white folks going, I don't mean you. You not that way. You know what I mean?
Right. Now you trying to
wanna-
single
yeah,
out. You can't.
Right. And when we allow people to make, take sensitive topics and turn them into a joke, it just loses all meaning.
Right.
and
you
it
know?
happens.
Good point. Very
It's
good
so
point.
bad now because it happens every day.
Yeah. Well, it happened with the term woke.
Yeah,
You know, white folks took that. We know it. Woke
Yeah.
been around since the 60s.
yeah,
Okay. And we all knew what that meant. We enlightenment, awareness, whatever. And then they took it, bastardized it. We
Yeah.
never fought for it.
But, right.
And they turned it into their slogan and used it against us. Meanwhile, we got all these different types of groups fighting to redefine the word nigga and say, "Oh well, no, I'm
So they can say it.
it's empowerment. It's
Right.
empowerment." We're like, "Nah, no, it means niggas." No,
Yeah.
dude, it meant meant
Right.
this.
Right.
Like, stop it.
I'll admit it. I'm a victim of that word.
Mhm.
Like if I'm talking to my boy and it'll just slide out because it's like it's my home.
I'll say it to you like this.
And I
Go
know it's
someplace
so
with
bad.
go someplace where it's noticeably that you the only
No,
people.
I have.
Yeah, and let a white boy look at you
I
and
have.
really straight up say to
I
you,
have. I
yo,
Ready to choke them.
went
Yo.
to Tennessee.
you was in the South.
Deep South.
And I'm walking in Nashville, and the sign says it got a cowboy boot, and it says Honky Town. I'm like, well, I can't say that. I mean, I can't look. What the hell? My wife is like, hey, you want to go out? Hell no, we're not going there. And that's when I really felt like I was the only one in. And that's when I realized, like, you know what? You got to watch what you say. But I'm a victim of it. You know what I mean? If I'm sipping, if I'm hanging out, if I'm partying, yeah, I might say it with my homies, but it's not an everyday word. And
I mean, I do my best.
I have tried to say, oh, I'm not using it in a bad way.
Right.
You know,
you say like this nigga, or whatever.
Man.
But that's just like right, exactly.
But, I mean, we've gotten accustomed, like you said, you're close to somebody. That's kind of terminology you guys use. But there's plenty of times when you use it for me, and I'd be like, I wish I hadn't. I'm trying to get away from it. But I mean, we do generally use it. Excuse me, and we probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know. So like I said, we're guilty of that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. And all we can do is try to do better.
Try to break the curse.
I look at it.
Read up on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, I remember when my mother first told me that said that you know the word meant ignorant, and that was a way for me. And I can actually speak to her on this. That was a way for her to soften the blow of the pain of the word because we was young. We was like 8 years old, something really innocent when we were kids. And we felt, you know, said somebody say something to us, and my mother reacted, and we didn't understand what was going on.
Right.
So this was her being, you know, a mother and protecting us. But I could tell you exactly when the first time when I was actually able to process it being called that. I was over at Kensington Gardens in Woodbridge. We was living there for 1 year, and I'm coming there off the school bus, and the guy who lived underneath me saw me coming in. And as I'm going, you know, you go into a secure building, you know, you got the buzzer and all that stuff. You got your card, got to get in. So as I'm going in, he's standing at his front door. He presses the button. And as I'm coming in the door, and the intercom is right there in my face, he goes, nigga, and then walks into his apartment. So I told my mother when she came home what happened, because I was shocked. I was like, I didn't know what to do.
Right.
I was like, I ain't never had nothing like that. I was like maybe 14. I didn't know what to do. So I told my mother. My mother, she went downstairs, cussed him out, and after that, she was like, we getting out of here.
Right.
Okay. But
see, you know what? You left, but he did that because he wanted you to leave.
Yeah. Well, we left. Okay. We left for a couple of reasons because that wasn't the only time that happened.
Right. But it's sad that they'll push you out. They'll do stuff to make you that uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That you know you can. You're no different than them. You work every day. Yep. You know, you middle income. Okay, why can't you live where you want to live?
And I think that's the downfall is that a lot of people, like especially like what you just said, and like my aunts and uncles and my ancestors, they've been in a situation when they were called the word.
Yeah.
My friends and the people after me and all of that, the younger generation, ain't nobody walking around disrespectfully. A white person looking at you going, you know what I mean?
Well, it's about to change if old boy get back in office.
But that's what I'm saying. But that they're not going through it. That's why I think it rolls off the tongue so easily because they haven't been through an actual situation where somebody.
It's such a general word right now that it's not being looked upon.
Forgot what the word.
Well, when you put it to music and put it to a beat, it's gonna sound different. Good, right? But it's at the same time, I'm not gonna say I'm 100%, like I'm some saint or whatever. Yeah. What I'm gonna say is that when we use it amongst ourselves, it's the same thing as if we siblings and like your mama. It ain't gonna hit the same. But if somebody else outside my family called me something, say something, then we fighting.
Exactly.
So it's about a level of respect.
Exactly.
Okay. But at the same time, like we said, we gotta be cognizant that when it goes out into the world through music and everything else, other people, because what kills me, and I really want to bring this into it, when I watch the Grammys or I look at how in Asia hip hop is the biggest export from the United States, and I see Asians calling themselves my nigga, and I'm like, I'm looking at them like, yo, y'all have no idea what they do this.
What's the two crazy hip hoppers, the white boys with the crazy colored hair and stuff?
Oh, the Island Boys.
Island, that's what they go.
I saw them get wiped out.
Island boy.
I saw them get wiped out at a concert. They was talking, oh my nigga.
Yeah.
About 8 jokers lit they and then they showed them all beat up. They was like, oh, I didn't mean to say it. I was like, that's something y'all say all the time.
That's the little double standard also with my generation. And I'm an 80s baby. And it's like, all right, we say it to each other, but I dare somebody.
But that goes,
and that's
that
what they
goes back
did.
but that goes
They
back to what I
lit them-
said. If we got respect for each other, if we siblings, if we
Yeah.
family, if we getting, let me say, if we saying that word to each other, we all of us at this table,
Yeah.
we know that when we go out that door, we all catch a hell like everybody else,
Yeah,
like every
that's
other
it.
person that look like us.
That's it.
But somebody who can benefit from their whiteness or wear that coat of whiteness,
Yeah.
they got that obligation to say, you know what, I'm going through my black phase. We can never take off our being
Right,
black.
we can't,
Yeah.
right.
No
You
matter
can't
how,
stop being-
no
you
matter
can't
how
stop being
intelligent,
black, right, exactly.
Yeah.
right.
And that's what I saw with those guys jumping on them. I was like, they trying to fit in and they can't fit
They
in.
can.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. Like
Yeah.
Dimples Deep 72 says they use it.
Damn.
Yeah, she right. She right.
No, I'm just like
Yeah,
that's what it says.
Yeah.
What? No,
Yeah.
it's hard to be on this thing.
He just was snitching. Look, saying stripping names.
That's what's up there.
Yeah.
You a mess, Jesse.
Vanilla chocolate.
What?
All right. Yeah.
Yo,
Yo, change your name.
I
You
Yo.
got me getting
Damn.
ripped just because I called you by what you put
No,
up there.
but it like you say with the whole white part, like that's the thing with white women and Africa. It comes full circle with African men. Like, okay, you sit here, you make all this bread, and you die to leave it to a white woman that already came from something.
That's the way of recycling that money, bro. They keep it right in there. To me, when you go out there and you marry a white woman, whether you're an athlete or you a movie star, you're giving them right back what they gave you, what you earned.
Exactly.
You're keeping it right there.
Yeah.
And because the thing about it is, now you locked in. Because if you divorce her, she getting half.
Yeah.
now
So
I'll take it. I'll give you some. I'll bring you up something else because now you said with white women, right? Here's what cracks me up, and I will look at the college players and you know at all the PWIs, right? The top guys, right? If you ever look at them personally, them dudes is cornballs. They can ball and everything else, but they cornballs. They ain't got no game. All they got is talent.
right.
So they go to this PWI. They can't fit in with. Well, they ain't no
Tell
black
people
folks
what a
there.
PWI is.
Predominantly white institute college.
Yeah.
You know where I
Indiana
learned
and all
that
that
at?
stuff.
When my son was at NJIT.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Shout out
walked on
Shout out the
and they
NJIT.
wanted him to play basketball,
They
but
just
they wouldn't
assume.
give him no money.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, ain't no way in hell. And they know my brother Fred. They calling Fred, oh, your son is excellent. Fred said, y'all got to give him some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the point I was trying to make real quick is that these guys have never had probably never had any interaction with any type of beautiful woman or any woman at all. So they go to college, they hook up with this thing, okay? They fall in love. I ain't gonna say they with them, they fall in love because you know when you get with something for the first time, you get into that
It's the best.
enamoring.
It
Yeah,
blows
it's
your
the
mind.
right.
It's the best.
And the next thing you know, you make it to the NFL and she on you know, or NBA and she on your arm. Now, the only one I will say that switched up was Russell Wilson because you saw how he dropped her quick and got with Sierra, and that was a wrap. And he the only one I could say that dropped the white girl for a black woman. Everybody else, they get with a white woman and they almost
Like I
brings
said,
back the
taste
Cat
the
Williams
goods, I
thing.
ain't got no problem with that. But to keep the goods, hey, I
What you
said
say?
taste the goods.
To keep the goods.
You
What?
said taste
I
the
taste the goods. Like go out. You want to go out and hang out with a white woman for a while and do whatever you want to do, but bring your ass back home.
I watched some
Put
shit.
that comment back up there.
I watched some shit that it basically told me I ain't shit if I ain't married in my race. So shit, we did the ancestry thing.
Read that comment,
She
Meg.
right.
We gotta check this out. And guess what?
What?
My wife is more than 50% black. So I'm proud. God damn it.
Really?
Yeah.
How
Okay.
long you been with her?
Hey, what the hell?
Because she was already 50%.
You got on the wire, man.
Read the comment.
Read the comment. Okay.
Yeah.
Jayla. All right. Got you, Jayla.
Milk chocolate.
Hey, Jayla, you looking young in them pictures. What? You look 10-teen, girl.
10.
Yeah, she
10-teen.
look 10-teen. I gotta check you, Jayla. Hold up. You know, 15 to get you 20. I had to check her back, make sure there wasn't no backpack on there. Jayla, you looking good, sister. You looking good. I'm gonna read your comment. That is why they feel comfortable calling us that, because the first thing they say in their defense is you call each other that and it's in your music. It's not right, but that's how they feel.
She right.
Yeah.
She right.
You're right.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no respect for yourself, ain't nobody else going.
Exactly.
Why not? Why not? Because the funny part is they'll look at you, white person look at you and be like, but you're saying it. Why? You got it all in your music. What do you mean we're not supposed to say it?
Yeah.
I'm buying this music.
Or what they'll do is, let's take it to the corporate world. Or what they'll do is they'll switch it up and go, oh, I didn't know you were like that. Or they'll say things like you're well spoken. Yeah. That's the one that pisses me off the most.
Let me tell you
well
something.
spoken.
Yeah, you're well spoken. Right?
I was on another show, and I was basically the DJ, and then they brought me into the panel, and as they brought me into the panel, it was like, oh, that was great what you said.
No, because they just think you were
looking like, who are you talking to?
They look surprised, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
No,
so
exactly.
Well. Right.
Yeah.
Articulating. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
You're very articulate.
I was like, yo, this ain't the place for me.
right.
When they say that, you just gotta look at them and go, "Thank you, motherfucker." Like, they would clap back.
Right. You gotta clap back. You have to.
Yeah, thank you.
Or what I like to say, sometimes, when you get in those environments, you got to dominate and you got to brag on yourself.
Right.
Because if you don't,
supposed to.
Yeah. Because if you go around trying to be humble, and a lot of it, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of black folks suffer from imposter syndrome.
You know where it really hit me? We went to Hawaii for one of my sons' graduation. He's the only black in his class out of 105 people. God. He's number one. So the commander came up to me and my wife and said, "You got a good one." I said, "All I can say is thank you."
Where he at?
In the Navy.
In Hawaii.
Submarine man.
Yep.
Submarine man.
And he said, "Trust me, we need your son. We don't want your son. We need your son." So that
crazy,
that hit home for me. I was like,
That's
wow.
it, right?
And when I say my son don't play with them jokers, he do not play with them. You could be in the street, he catch you out of pocket, he run right down on you.
Right.
And when they snap, when they see him, I was like, what he's like, watch this, Dad. He'll just walk and swear. You see about 10 jokers just get up and walk out. He said, I don't play with him.
Yeah, he got to.
This my cousin?
Yes, sir.
All right, I got it.
I'm telling you, go to Hawaii, just call him. Anywhere you want to go.
But
Hawaii? That's a long flight. But
all right, but I'm gonna break this real quick. So for those who don't know what imposter syndrome is when black folks get to a level of success and they subconsciously sabotage themselves because they don't feel like they earned it. They don't deserve to be in those spaces, even though they have the talent, they have the skills, they have the knowledge, they have the ability. They self-doubt themselves, and a lot of us do that because subconsciously we really don't. We don't feel that we did it the way that we wanted to do it.
Right.
And it's not that we don't have the ability to do it. We just didn't do it the way, again, we wanted to do it. In our mind, we wanted to get the bachelor's, the master's, the doctorate, And a lot of times, them steps that we told that we have to take ain't how it goes. So when we get to those levels of achievement, well, hook or by crook, we challenge ourselves, we doubt ourselves. But meanwhile, other people on the outside like, damn, he the smartest motherfucker up in here. I hope he don't realize how smart he is.
You know what made me push through a lot of stuff like that? Let the joker tell me that I can't do something.
I'm
gonna do it 3 times just to show you that you said I couldn't do it.
But the other thing is, we had to get to a point where we would stop measuring our success based on what they said it was, based on what
white validation.
Why are we letting them set the bar for us?
Right.
Yeah.
And our success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Why they our role model? You ain't my role model.
Right.
So with me, I the biggest thing that I take in my life is the biggest thing I have is time. It ain't endless, it runs out, right? Whatever. So I'm always on the clock, right? So I always make sure my time is accounted for. Whatever I do, it gotta be something that I'm doing right. So whether it's the kids, whether it's my wife, I gotta be moving forward with my time. So now I gotta make sure I have a problem. No, not that I make sure I have a problem. I also have a problem with being comfortable. So sometimes I get to climb the fucking ladder. I get to the top and I'm like, oh, I made it. Thank you. I'm gonna sit here. don't realize there's another ladder right there.
Yeah, keep going.
Now I mean that's about to pop up, and when I see that ladder, I'm like, bro, I'm tired, bro. And thank God for my wife, because that's who pushes me. Because if it wasn't for her,
but you gotta understand.
What's the song? What's the song? She told me about the song. Otis Redding. Sitting watching time just fade away. You just time,
and you can't do that.
Go, and you can't do that because before you know it, I don't know how I got an 11-year-old. I don't know.
I'm sure she know how.
But that's just like achievements in life. You look back and say, "Damn, how did I get?"
Yo, I don't know.
You understand what I'm saying?
One thing I got to a point where I'm so comfortable, but is the job.
But I say never get comfortable.
But I always tell people, okay, opportunity does not send an invitation. You have to stay ready.
Yes.
Okay?
You have to
if you
stay
wait
ready
for that opportunity to send you an email or make a phone call, you're gonna get passed by.
With me, when opportunity,
if you ask any of the guys I work with, ask what I say all the time. I said, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So I said, these white folks are watching you. And they say, Mo, you right. I was like, what I tell y'all? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I said, they don't say nothing to us, do this. No, because we do our job.
Yeah. So go ahead.
My bad. The opportunity, like stay ready so you don't got to get ready. It always comes. Me, I might get the nervousness. I get the backup. Who goes, yo, you got this. You could do this. And then I remember that, oh, shoot, I prayed for this. I asked for God
what
to
you
give
wanted.
me this.
Exactly.
I didn't know it was going to come in this form,
right.
But now it's on the table. And now it's here, and I'm a firm believer in whatever he put me through. I'm in that situation right? Because not only do I know I could do it, he know I could do it.
Exactly.
But he know I could do it also. So once I believe in that, man, you don't know.
Because that's like I said, if Jess say, Mo, do this, I'm gonna go do it. You understand what I'm saying? Not because that's Jess. And I'm like, this motherfucker looking down on me. I better do this because he gonna like, man, you ain't do it. I told you to do it.
And he taught me.
And he'll tell you that quick. Why you ain't do it? I'm like, okay, Jess.
The one thing that
he told me, don't panic.
Exactly.
And that's what he said. Sweat. He said, what you gonna sweat? He said, you're here with me every fucking. They know who you are.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, like, I built a team around me that I trust 1,000%.
Exactly.
Okay. If I call you for something, or if you're with me, you're right because you're bringing something to the table.
Right.
Okay. You ain't just here to be here. Right. Believe me, I believe in you. And sometimes it seems like I'm throwing you guys to the wolves, but it's because we've been prepared. And if you don't get put in situations, how can you know
iron
that you can
iron.
do this?
Right.
Exactly.
You Otis Redding.
That's just like when we talk about the
Exactly.
starstruck thing. Like he'll see somebody famous. I'm just there. They're like, they'll say the famous person, yo, who's your man? Because I'm sitting back. I ain't go jump on you because you such and such.
But one of the things I tell people when we go to celebrity events and we're in a celebrity arena crowd, I said,
just be yourself.
Be yourself. Act like you belong. We're here for a reason.
Right.
Okay? We're all equal in this room.
Exactly.
I said, they may be getting Grammys and got all this. I said, but we're equal in this room. Act like you belong. That's been always my trend.
I try. I hold on for a little bit. And then when he get close or she get close, I'll be like, it's me.
Well, it don't even bother me no more.
I'm gonna say, like, add one thing to it. Like, I look at it also like this way, and I got this years ago from a friend of mine, and he said, you know, and I was to say to him, like, you know, why you feel so comfortable like talking back the way you do? Okay, because you know when we was coming up, you know, you was taught when you get a job, you know, you gotta be quiet and you gotta do that, and you gotta be thankful for getting the job because you know you only 19 and
be the brown nose,
right? So you know, because my grandfather raised us, and his favorite line was, you know, keep your eyes and ears open, your mouth shut, you might learn something, right?
Exactly.
So now, you know, I'm listening to my friend, he going against that, and he said, listen, you know, every morning that man get up just like I do, put his pants leg on one leg at a time like I do. Okay, only difference is he just make more money than I do right now. But the time gonna come where I'm gonna be up and he gonna be out. So that stuck with me. So I always look at it as wherever I'm at, I'm always 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And then what that means is I can't get too comfortable. So I gotta stay abreast and knowledgeable to move on to the next thing. So when I get in, like, because I've had bosses or supervisors, whatever. I hate the term boss. I always tell them, you my supervisor, you're my boss, and that fuck with them. But I tell them, I say, listen, you know, this is a mutual agreement. If you don't want me here, all you gotta do is tell me so. I'll shake your hand, go out and go get another job tomorrow. And they look at that like, what? You ain't afraid to get fired? Nah, this ain't my first job. It's my last job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that message, when they say that, they be like, yo, what that motherfucker got going on there? He ain't afraid to talk to us like this.
That's like when I left corrections and went to the port. Oh, Mo, you stupid. I said, y'all act like this the last job on earth.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I got to wrap on that. We can bring this back on the next episode. Guys, as always, it's been great giving our point of views on everything we talked about. Mr. L, as you call yourself, thank you for dropping in with us. And
I'm surprised time went by that quick.
Always.
We was on for like 50 minutes and you had 47 of them, but we
See, I'm trying to get 48.
What is that? Look,
Kobe.
I got a new nickname, Mr. L Boogie No Hoodie.
There you go.
Say your goodbyes to the folks.
So I'm just gonna say everybody, and we got to start taking our celebrating our heroes. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X is coming up. Start taking your days off, man. Them jokers, they get so much over on us on our days of observance. Our days of observance really should be days off. Right. They not forget celebration. We need to be out there protesting, informing, acknowledging, instead of just sitting back, putting our feet up, watching TV, making them rich, and we becoming, their commodity as opposed to acknowledging and demonstrating our own power. So with that being said, y'all enjoy your evening. Until next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Polo.
Share the show. Stay black.
Stay black.
All right.
Mike Larry. I'll see y'all later, man. Oh, shout out to Jayla grandmama. I see you.
Yo, Jayla grandma, just subscribe to our page so you can come on. We may have to make this a permanent home since they have issue with us.
Did you just burp?
Not on purpose.
That shit came from your big toe. Did you just burp? Hey, bro,
Pops can't do shit right.
No, he can't do nothing right.
Spitting on his chest.
Spitting on his chest, burping. Next thing you know, he gonna be farting.
First, he got a mop coming. What you was about to say? You good? He got the hiccups, y'all. You want to close out the
Pat him on the back.
You gotta burp my daddy. I left the Depends in the car. Go ahead.
That's some R. Kelly stuff.
So I can close out.
No, you go ahead. I'm done. Mike Larry.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Grown Man Tuesdays. As you see, we keep it real talk up here, and we give you our opinion on everything, whether you like it or not. We like your opinion and your feedback as well. We'll be back here next week. Hopefully, we have Facebook straightened out, but if not, YouTube is the place to be. Grown Man Tuesdays on a Tuesday night. Stay safe out there. Please stay in. If you got to go out, take real precautions in your travels, and stay blessed, stay safe. Happy Tuesday, and one last salute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you so much, and happy birthday. God bless. Good night.
What do we do when the shadows appear? How do we hold on in the midst of our tears? Where do we turn when the path is unknown? Who can we trust? Who can we all lean on?